I'm Rebecca and I'm mum to Nancy, who's been the recipient of blood donations. I am now a donor myself. Basically, I started giving blood after my daughter had a major heart surgery at 10.5 months. She had a 7-hour operation. She ended up having numerous blood transfusions and platelet transfusion too, and was in intensive care for 4 days. At my 20-week scan, there was a question mark over whether the baby had a hole in the heart, and that was actually at Christmas. So we waited a week and saw the cardiologist who scanned me and therefore scanned the baby, and found out that she had a number of things wrong with the heart, which was a slight indicator that there may be an anomaly with the pregnancy. So he suggested I have an amniocentesis. There was a chance of Patau syndrome, Edwards syndrome, Down syndrome. Edwards and Patau's basically would mean that the baby wouldn't live past a few days. So we decided to have the amniocentesis and find out, you know, what we faced. We actually had a phone call then, New Year's Eve, to ask us to come into the hospital. They said that there was bad news. So for us, bad news, we thought that it was going to be one of the worst case scenarios. The consultant told us that our baby had Down syndrome, which at that point was a huge relief, because it meant actually she was going to be fine and she was going to live a relatively normal life. And the main then concern was obviously that she was going to need heart surgery. She was born a week early. She had a week and a bit in high dependency unit, and she came home at 3 weeks old. Around 10 months she started having what they call blue spells, or cyanotic spells, where she was going blue and her oxygen levels were dropping quite rapidly. They admitted her into hospital and the crash teams were called on more than one occasion for her. She had her surgery and they said it was going to be a long old operation. It was just under 7 hours. She had a few transfusions, obviously, whilst she was being brought round from surgery, but she also had them when she was in intensive care, and they also decided to give her another platelet transfusion as well. After they did that, within 24 hours of giving her the platelet and the last blood transfusion, she woke up, and within 12 hours she was on the ward upstairs, out of intensive care and in the heart ward, and a week from the day of her surgery she was allowed home. She's very lively, very mischievous. She loves to sing and dance. She likes to wave and say hello to everyone that she meets, which always brings a smile to everyone's. Even the grumpiest of people that you see in a supermarket will smile and say hello back to her. No, we're very lucky. First time I came to give blood was just before Christmas. Obviously, I got my daughter Nancy back home. She was healthy and happy, and I saw a lot of the pleas for blood run up to Christmas. And I thought if any time was a good time, it was at Christmas, and it was sort of my thank you and my gift back to whoever had given it to my daughter. Maybe that, you know, you might have to leave your house on a wet day or something to go out and give blood, but you make so much of a difference to the people involved. But they've saved my baby's life, along with the surgeons. Without them, she wouldn't be here. They don't know the huge impact they've had on our life and on Nancy's life. And just what they've done is huge. It was only, you know, half an hour lying on a bed, but for us, that half an hour, or, you know, the 90 minutes for platelets has impacted us forever. It's amazing what the gift of someone's time and, you know, their blood does. And we just like to give them a big hug, wouldn't we, Nancy?
Mom!